good to see you. Hello and welcome to this tarot reading. Tonight we will be doing a timeless tarot reading with 4 different groups to choose from. So to choose your group, just soften your gaze and try to discern or to feel which of these piles calls your attention. To help you decide as well, you can focus on the stones. Here we have a piece of malachite for group 1. For group 2, we have a piece of rose quartz. For group 3, there's a piece of fluorite. And for group 4, we have a tiny pebble of angelite. So take in each of your options. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. I'll leave timestamps down below, and I will see you in your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the first pile, which was topped with this malachite crystal. It may be hard to see, but it is a dark green color. A really beautiful stone, otherwise known as the Stone of Transformation. It is grounding and full of insight. So we will place it right over here for the duration of our reading. I'm going to begin with 3 cards from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. These are simply to get your current energies. So we have innovation, appreciation, and endurance. This is Jupiter in Aquarius, the moon in Leo, and the sun in Scorpio. So we have some luck here, some security, and a bit of your identity or the source of your energy at play. There is some energy working towards a new approach, an original idea, as seen in this innovation card. There's also a powerful need for recognition in some aspect of your life. And alongside these, some endurance, self-improvement through strength of will, perhaps, a challenge met with tenacity, with some effort, some self-control. So it appears that you have a lot of talent, that you are growing, that your talents are growing, and this is not a fluke. It's the result of a lot of hard work. And perhaps you feel it is time for some recognition of your labors, of your talents, your innovation. So there's an energy here of looking outward for validation of what you already know of yourself, which is that you you have talent, you have strength, and you are breaking new ground as well. So now I will place some cards from the Universal Rider-Waite Smith deck. We're going to start with 2 cards for challenges that you might be facing. We have Justice, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. So, just scoot this up a little bit. So we have Justice and the 5 of Pentacles. Justice is a card of cause and effect, of the law of fairness, and that's nothing to be worried about per se. It's through cause and effect that we are able to affect change in the world. So it touches really every action and every aim that we hope to reach. There is a suggestion here that maybe one thing you can do going forward with these energies, you're seeking a certain level of appreciation for what you bring to the table, and it may be worth looking into your motives. Check your motives. Do you want this appreciation as a cherry on top, as a gift freely given, or are you looking for some validation in a way that is more self-serving or is more narrow-minded and something you're seeking that is keeping you small, perhaps, that is restricting you? Just check your motives. It may be that you simply want to be loved in the way that you deserve for love's sake, or that you are seeking this because you don't feel it within yourself. Justice reminds us too that the way that we extend fairness to others is by starting with fairness extended to ourselves. Fairness and kindness for ourselves, treating yourself in such a way, is how we then move through the world and uphold principles that follow these same values and the same structure. So be kind to yourself. What you are seeking from others, remember that you can also give to yourself. With the 5 of Pentacles, maybe some of this desire is stemming from feeling left out, from a scarcity mindset, from real scarcity perhaps in the material world, like a little bit of lack. In this card, 2 figures are walking in the snow. They don't have much. They're going through a tough time. But directly behind them, there is a warm, glowing window of a safe space, a place of rest, a place of sustenance and shelter. And they simply need to look up and see that possibility. So challenges for you would be to treat yourself as you hope to be treated, including giving yourself appreciation, validation, love, attention, and also try to look around you for what you need. It may be more readily available than you have discovered. Next, we'll do some gifts for this moment. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Hanged Man. These are beautiful gifts, a lot of lightness on this side, and some structure, some night here. But really the spread is looking nice, like there is lightness. We have here the Ace of Cups. There's an overflowing love, overflowing well of creativity, emotional expression. Perhaps what you're innovating on or through is something emotional, something creative. no matter what it is, there is a flow. In fact, a give and take, and you'll find that the more that you give, the more will come back to you. You simply need to stay receptive. Just stay receptive. It could be a relationship, but because of the card of innovation and also endurance, I do feel that it has something to do with your talents, your particular gifts. And there's great give and take and flow here. You're in a flow state. You have the resources you need spiritually, emotionally, in your soul and in your heart. That's a gift to you. We also have here the Hanged Man. So another gift for you is this moment of pause. There's a desire here for recognition, for the fruits of your labors to be made real and to be seen by others. And it may feel in this moment that you are stuck, but any stuckness there is temporary. You are being given an opportunity to see from a new perspective, and this new perspective may then directly inform innovations to come, or the one that you're working with right now. The delay here can only be in your benefit. The delay is in your best interest. Sometimes we need a beat to prepare ourselves for what's to come, or to sink in deeper to what is. And the timeline here is as it's supposed to be. It's working for you. So what you desire here, what you are looking for, seeking, wanting here, is going to come, and probably come in spades. Lastly, we have this card here, or something to focus on. And for you, a good focus may be the Knight of Pentacles. This is a card that's very routine-oriented, very practical, grounded. It's a card that asks you to stay the course, to chip away a little bit each day. This card says that slow and steady wins the race. So again, this delay here is doing wonders for your work. You have an endless well of resource here, and all that you're hoping for in terms of appreciation and this great payoff that's coming because of your sustained effort and labor, it is going to come in spades. In the meantime, what you can do is be kind to yourself. Rest assured you are so talented, and the appreciation you seek is not owed to you. It will be granted when it is deserved, and it is deserved. It's just in the mail right now, like it's on its way, it's coming. Rest assured that it's coming. And when it does, you'll know that it's not because it's owed so much through meritocracy of like long effort, but through a meritocracy more so of pure talent, pure innovation. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know what resonated with you down below. I hope you're doing super, super well. I will talk to you very soon, and until then, good night, good night, good night. Hey Group 2, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the pile topped with this piece of rose quartz. This is a crystal for inner healing, for unconditional love, and for peace. So for the duration of our reading, I'll just place right over there. We will be starting tonight with some cards from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun to determine your current energies. We have enthusiasm, friendship, and seduction. So we have the Sun in Sagittarius, the Moon in Cancer, and Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is the planet of luck. It's in Pisces. The Moon has to do with security. We have that in Cancer. And then the Sun, something of yourself, something of your core energy, the source of yourself, the source of your energy. So there's a gorgeous opportunity here. Maybe for long distance travel. It also might be travel in a more figurative sense, like opening your mind, discovering a new philosophy or way of living. It's also a card that suggests you may have some visions or flashes of insight that you may want to act on impulse, and it would not be misguided because there's this impulse and you might feel called to act on that. There's a slight chance as well that in discovering a new philosophy or coming to a new realization, you feel called to let out a truth that might hurt someone's feelings. And it's not yet clear if that would be a good or bad idea. It also, again, may just have to do with yourself, with traveling, and with the way you're viewing your world, the world in your mind. We have here too, friendship. Cancer is super attuned to the people close to them. They protect them and they love them deeply. There's a psychic sensitivity in this card to the feelings, wants, needs, desires of others. Like you pick up on that without much effort at all. So this is an interesting card to have next to enthusiasm, which has a little bit of an ingredient of visions, of insights, like I said. And then here we have this psychic sensitivity to the feelings of others. And this trend is kind of continued here with this seduction card, Jupiter, the planet of luck, Pisces. It could mean not everything is as it appears, or that there's some hidden depth. It could be sacrificing something big for someone you love. It could be, again, having an ability to sense what another person wants. Pisces are super attuned to the world around them, including the emotions of others. Cancer, more specifically, the emotions of others. So there may be a little bit of push-pull here in your own expansion and how others are feeling, how you are picking up on how they might actually be feeling. It also may be instead that you need to speak a truth to someone, or that you're coming to a new understanding of others, either who they are or what they need. So we'll get some clarity around that. We're going to put some cards down now from the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith deck. We're going to start with 2 cards for some challenges for this moment. So we have the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so I do feel like something is going on in a relationship here, a close relationship, a close friendship, perhaps a business partner, perhaps a lover or partner, romantic partner, sexual partner. This is a card of unity, of partnership, and the 2 people meeting here. The two halves do complement each other. Then we have the Three of Swords, which is a card of heartbreak, rejection, betrayal. So there's some complication here interpersonally, I feel. The connection is good, it's meaningful, and I believe there's love here. Sometimes something that can come up with the Two of Cups is that there's a risk of projecting. So projecting past experiences onto someone, like the way someone in the past treated you, you're now projecting onto someone in the present. Or it could be that you're projecting your emotional experiences onto them. So whatever insight you have here could just be a projection of your own experience. So either way, there's a possibility that you're not seeing others exactly as they are, but rather as you want them to be, or as you think that they are. I do believe your insight is more likely to be correct than not, to be rooted in reality and in the real psychic makeup of the situation. So I would guess that it is actually more an issue of projecting past experiences due to this card, the heartbreak here. It would be wise to process these feelings from the past. There's nothing to be afraid of with this card, despite its meaning. Through this kind of heartbreak, this rejection, you also open your heart. It's a heart opener. This experience lets light in and creates space for new things to emerge. And for good to come of this card, all you need to do is make space for uncomfortable feelings, because if you don't, they'll become kind of stuck inside of your heart. So there's some hidden meanings going on in a relationship, but the relationship is a good thing, I believe. There just may be some past experiences kind of introducing themselves into things, places where they're not wanted, and kind of making a little mess. We'll move on now, try to get some more clarity with two cards for the gifts of your current situation. Great, so we have the Three of Pentacles, and then also the Hermit. This is great. Love to see this again. Okay, so it's good. Here we have a card of teamwork, of collaboration, of like-minded souls, and it's a gift to you right over here. You can do more together than you can apart, and the different sides of this relationship, despite whatever's left unsaid or has not been brought to the surface yet, it's good, lots to be enthusiastic about, and you are better together, stronger together. That's in part because you have different strengths. You have different strengths. In this card we have a monk, an architect or an artist, and a craftsman, all collaborating to make something in the real world that requires all of their areas of knowledge and expertise, and would not be nearly as good with even one part of this puzzle left to the side. So teamwork and collaboration is going to get you far. The people in your corner are like-minded souls. Another gift is that you know yourself. You know your core values, you know your principles. You have a certain level of inner clarity, or if you feel that you don't, you will soon, and or there will be an opportunity to gain it. There will be time to reflect, time to retreat for that clarity. So listen to your heart up here and find clarity within that. If you can't, then you will have time to step away, think on it by yourself, trust your own intuition and your own wisdom. And then finally, we have a card for focus, what to focus on. And that is the Ace of Swords. So you should focus, the cards are saying, on cutting straight through the noise to truth and clarity. Cut straight to truth and clarity. Focus on what feels clarified here. If it doesn't, find the clarity by yourself. Don't worry about the mess of things. You just have to find the clarity within. And I would say also, be aware that the power of your words is of great importance here. You already know this, but as a reminder, your words can hurt or heal. And that's maybe why some of this has been a little confusing. You have felt things that are underground, that feel right, that you're intuiting, and you don't know quite how to bring them to the surface. Once you feel the clarity you need to speak with love into this relationship and to untangle some of these knots, do so with compassion and really tap into your power to speak directly. Finally, I would say, be wary of bringing the past into the present. Trust your strong intuitions, and there's a lot of beauty here. It's a great, good, important relationship. There's a lot to look forward to, and your world is going to just bloom before your eyes as a result of this situation. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Let me know down below what resonated for you. I hope you're doing super, super, super well. I'll talk to you very soon. And until then, good night, good night, good night. Hey, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the third pile, which was topped with this beautiful crystal of fluorite. It's mostly green with a little purple here. I don't know if you can see that. But this is a great stone for spiritual detoxification, for clarity, focus, and harmony. So I'm going to put it over here for our reading. We are going to begin with 3 cards for your current energies. These cards are from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So we have Optimism, Enterprise, and Manipulation. The moon is of security. We have that in Sagittarius. We have Jupiter, planet of luck, in Aries, and then also in Scorpio. So starting with the moon in Sagittarius, this card of optimism, there's a lot to be optimistic about, to look forward to. Because it's Sagittarius, I would say it may have to do with visiting, you traveling somewhere, or conversely, someone coming to you. a visit. So with visiting or a visit. And it may be a literal trip or just something coming back into the mix of your life from the past, something new coming into the mix of your life. There's some visitation happening here. There's also a lot of luck, right? We have both enterprise and manipulation. This card here, Jupiter in Aries, suggests that for a successful outcome, you should be bold, you should act, you should take action, take initiative. Aries is the ram, is a cardinal sign of fire. They go, they just go. So don't be afraid to act. Simultaneously, we have Jupiter in Scorpio. There's a chance that you could be under the influence of someone's persuasion or propaganda, that there could be a secret or like a little sweet talking. It also may be related to inheritance of some sort or an heirloom of a family, of someone who's close to you or not, of something tangible or of something intangible. So the heirloom or the person that is giving it to you is possibly referencing this visitation over here. It may have something to do with business because of this enterprise card. And while you may have some questions about the nature of the gift or of the visitation, it will be good in the end because, or rather, so long as you take action when you see fit. Follow your Aries instincts and you will have luck on your side. And this kind of sweet talking will ultimately be in your favor, I believe. We'll get some further clarification. I'm going to use now these cards from the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I'm going to start with 2 for challenges that you may be facing. 10 of Wands, and then the 3 of Cups. Okay, so you are doing too much. You are taking on responsibility for that which is not yours. And it's creating a little bit of messiness here, maybe, or causing these strange feelings you may be having about whatever's unspoken here. There's a suggestion from this card to let others make their own decisions. Don't take ownership of what is not yours. Don't take the burden that is not meant for you. You'll only exhaust yourself. So do less, essentially. Because we also have this card, the 3 of Cups, friendship, community, socialization. There's a social period. You're going through a social period here and maybe getting a little too involved in what all is going on. You might be tired of socializing or of trying to suss out people's motives or trying to help people make the best decisions, trying to guide them in the right direction. You could be the one sweet talking, in fact, and pushing. So together, these cards are suggesting to simply focus on yourself with grace and kindness. Let others do what they will. Give them their independence. It's not your job to make decisions for others. It would also be wise to avoid negativity, to avoid gossip too. It is going to come back and bite you in the butt. if you participate. We'll then do 2 cards for gifts at play here in this situation. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, super interesting, and the Emperor. Okay, so there is something being given here very clearly. This is a card of giving and receiving, of generosity. And in this card, although there is some hierarchy here, and that's worth noting, there is also a balance to the giving and the receiving. You may find that sharing wealth or accepting gifts from others is more fulfilling than refusing gifts or than hoarding all the wealth for yourself. This card wants us to invest in others, especially others you care about or others who are in need. So if it's a gift that you're receiving, some kind of inheritance or heirloom or visitor, then accept it with both hands. Meet it with both hands. If you are visiting someone else or if you are visiting someone else, do so also from a place of give and take, of generosity. And then I was also going to say, if you need clarity on the person who is giving you this thing, should it be a gift, if it's bringing up feelings for you of a hierarchy, just remember that it goes both ways, and there's an intimacy to giving that you can see and accept and hold more delicately. We also have the Emperor here. So this is your more ambitious side, kind of father figure, structure, authority, all that. This card is saying that a gift in your corner is your ability to control your emotions and make level-headed decisions. The level-headed decisions are going to move you forward. And also to not be afraid of your ambitious side. That's a gift for you too. Ambitions are not a bad thing in this situation, for yourself or for others. People are allowed to have high aims and to try to reach them, and it's not necessarily a flaw or a negative trait to be striving. It's okay to strive. The important thing is that you strive for yourself and not for others. Focus on yourself when it comes to pushing and striving. And finally, our last card is the card that will tell you what to focus on or suggest something that you may want to focus on. Yeah, so we have strength. I really love that for this. Some things require gentleness and curiosity. Some things can't be forced or fixed. Don't bother trying to fix things for others or judge them for what is broken. And don't try to force anything that's not in the mix. You don't have to go the hardest way. You don't have to burn yourself out. You can receive gifts and incorporate them into your journey. Your self-control and your self-compassion is your power and your grace. All you have to do is focus on your self-control here with the Emperor and strength, on this gentleness and this curiosity of using your fire, right? This Aries energy here and here as well. This card is associated strongly with Aries to help you get ahead in a way that doesn't get messy, because you allow the power and the strength of this fire to flow in a meaningful and intentional way instead of trying to kind of staunch it. That will make a mess. Instead, let this power kind of move as it needs to and direct it with intention where you want to go. Maybe towards an ambition, maybe towards a new venture. In short, pay attention to yourself. Don't pay attention too much to others. Otherwise, you'll get stuck in a quagmire of social messiness. Just focus on you, stay in your own lane, and let the rest of it play out. It will work out in the end. There are gifts coming to you in your favor. So, kind of keep your eyes on your own paper sort of deal. And, some good stuff is coming your way. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm going to leave it there. Please let me know what resonated with you down below. I hope you are doing super, super, super well. I'll talk to you very soon, and until then, good night, good night, good night. Hey, Group 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the 4th pile, which was topped with a little pebble of angelite. Just very cute. And this crystal is good for trusting your inner voice, speaking your truth, and connecting to higher realms. So I'm just going to put it over here for the duration of your reading. We are going to begin with 3 cards from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, just to get a sense of your current energies. So we have exaltation, concentration, and discrimination. So this is a card related to the moon, which is related to security in Taurus. We have this card in Saturn, planet of ambition, in Gemini. And here we have Venus, the planet of love, in Virgo. So it would appear that there is going to be a material opportunity for you now or shortly in the future. Perhaps artistic expression, perhaps a way that you've been thinking about making money is about to pay off. Hunches about money about to pay off. Material opportunity and abundance is at your doorstep, essentially. We also have this concentration card. So the road to accepting the full extent of this abundance is going to require a little focus from you in this card and in this one. On the one hand, you'll need to focus on the core of the issue. You are ambitious, but you may be sometimes of two minds about things or have your attentions split. It would do you it would do you better to focus on a single aim, and in that way you will remove any unnecessary complications. Just one single aim. We also have this card, discrimination, here. It reminds me a lot of the 7 of Cups. Like, she's looking at all these beautiful butterflies. Which one is the prettiest? Who knows, right? But you just have to choose one. So you'll also be well served by being ultra selective. by being ultra selective and having a single-minded focus, like focus to a single-minded degree, you will achieve your aims and then some. Then I'm going to pull some cards from the Universal Rider-Waite-Smith deck. We're going to take 2 cards right now just for your challenges. So we have the 7 of Cups and also the Knight of Wands. I know that these were pre-selected, but I swear I did not put these next to each other by any design. So yeah, again, this is just confirming there are many choices, many illusions, temptations, things you can fantasize about, and this harkens back to not only this card but also this. These two are yoked together in my mind. Essentially, you need to choose. While it seems nice to fantasize about many different options, and it can be inspiring, it can open your mind even, but to reach your aim, you do need to choose just one and focus on that. And then you can go back for others later if you want. Until you reach for one of these cups and have it in your hand, you don't have any of them. It feels like you do. They're all laid out before you, but you have to reach out and grab one, and only then will you have it. It's worth noting too, some of these choices are distractions. They're not all in your best interest, so choose wisely, be discerning. That'll be a challenge for you. And then we have the Knight of Wands, so very action-oriented, very impulsive. And the challenge here, I believe, would be the difference between running towards something specific or just running to avoid, running to be on the run, running for action's sake, to not have to sit still, to not have to be with yourself, you know? So it's important to choose right here. That will be a challenge. And I don't say that to alarm. You definitely need to pick one. And don't feel paralysis around it. Pick one, do your best, and then pursue it again with this kind of impulsive, blinders on, sort of single-minded focus. It's not about choosing the right one or the perfect one. There is no perfect choice here. The important thing is that you make any choice, you do your best, and you do this choosing with intention. So then when you put action behind it, you're doing it with intention. And even if you have to correct course later on, you won't have been running just to run. You will have been running towards something specific. So pick something, stay focused, and then pursue it. Pursue it. Like this. We'll then take 2 cards to identify some gifts or some blessings of this moment. So we have the Fool, and the Page of Pentacles. Really beautiful, sunny cards over here. A gift of yours in this pursuit that's requiring you to rein things in and to be disciplined. One gift you have is your beginner's mind. What you're doing is maybe new to you, and with that newness comes a bevy of gifts, including like a blank slate, your openness, your enthusiasm. You have no fear. And this card is encouraging you to take a leap of faith. Pick one of these cups so you can act on it and go forward with intention. So you just have a great open, young, energy-filled body, soul, and heart to pour into your chosen project. Another gift is the Page of Pentacles, who is super grounded, super practical, and again has enthusiasm. You have 2 rounds of enthusiasm here. It's again likely a new venture that you're breaking into, and I think because of this card, it's in the material realm. We have Taurus here, we have the Pentacles, an earth suit, so it's in the material world. What you build in this moment is going to be tangible, is going to be really enjoyable for those who encounter it, yourself and others. And the act of creating it or building it or pursuing it is going to feel like play. It's going to feel like adventure if you want it to. So yeah, you should be really excited. The challenges are just choosing something with intention. But once you're on the road, it's gonna be so exciting and so life-giving. Yeah, love it. And then this last card is something that you may want to focus on. So we have the Queen of Swords, kind of pointing again to our discrimination card. She is so discerning, so objective, principled, and wise. She has wisdom from experience that she can then parse out very clearly in thought. I think it will be important to pay attention to how you're feeling, to set intentions, just all about that, and to be discerning. I say intention again with her because she is uniquely gifted at using the sword, which can sort and sift all of this confusion with great skill. She can sort it all out with great skill for the highest good, using her blade to pull what you don't want over here, what you do want over there, what you are focusing on here. She can sort it so cleanly with her blade without cutting a thing. So yeah, again, sifting, being discerning, just focus on that. And she communicates very clearly. She doesn't mince words. And she's not harsh. People can be intimidated by her, but she does speak with compassion. It's just that she's quite blunt. So also, you should focus, if you like, on saying no when necessary. Say no when you want to say no. Say no to the things you don't want. Just say no. So, overall, I would say set your aim, stay true, and your project will fall into place and will just give life to itself. It's going to be a very abundant result. Yeah, I'll leave your reading there. Please let me know down below what resonated for you. Let me know. I hope you're doing super, super, super well. I will talk to you very soon. And until then, good night.